Is this Insert Game here with a new stream? In this stream, I'm gonna be doing my event week stream for this week, whatever, in Grand Theft Auto Online. That started on like very early Thursday, doing it on very early Monday. I did do it on very early fucking Sunday, but apparently my stream didn't fully fucking publish or some shit. I don't fucking know what the hell happened. So I was having like streaming issues and shit. I don't know fucking why, but I've been fiddling around with like the PS5 streaming and like the YouTube like website on like the laptop I have and shit, and it seems it's working for me again. So hopefully take two here will be the last take. Take two interactive. Fuck it. Make a little pun there. I fucking guess. I don't know what the hell went on though. So I'm reloading my YouTube studio on fucking Safari, see if it's gonna show it. Alright, it says something fucking live. I don't know why the hell I was having streaming problems. Yeah, I gotta make it a certain spreadsheet here in my phone before I start kind of here. I should be good to go now, okay. But yeah, I literally did a 2 hour, 40-ish minute stream or some shit. Literally didn't even fucking publish entirely. It's so fucking weird. But yeah, I think that's enough really on here for now. Gotta speak of all this shit all over again, damn it. But yes. Free mode events. There's going to be on your 2 times money in RP. Well, first of all, let me talk about the title here first. There's new ugly shoes and more here. I already decided to use that as the title. Except I changed the and to like the and sign or whatever. But in addition to ugly shoes, in addition to the actual ugly shoes, there's certain ones of socks as well, and then simple cuffs. Simple cuffs, it looked like there was only 4 of those. From the last time I live streamed, but for some reason it's Shao or some shit. So yeah, that's pretty much all the new clothing stuff. It's all in the regular clothing store, not like the mass shop or the casino store or anything. But yeah, back to free mode events 2020 RP. Easily the best one is going to be criminal damage in my opinion. I believe normally that one's 35,000 if you win it. Typically. So that should be like $70,000 normally, I believe, for double. Yeah. Fortunately, free mode events are not really the greatest moneymaker. For one, they don't really give the most money, and then 2, they're completely random, so you're not guaranteed a free mode event every single moment you're in a game. So there's going to be moments in a free mode lobby where you don't have a free mode event to do at all. So you can't do it anytime you want, like you can for something like the Plasma or something like a heist where you can kind of do it whenever you want. So it's much more restrictive with how you can do it. And then, yeah, you need 6 or more players. And the 6 or more players, I think, have to be outside of like apartments and like other buildings and stuff like that. So you need like at least 6 people in the actual like overworld of the game, if that makes sense. That's the rules I've heard, and that spawns the free mode events. Free players or more, I think, is business battle, so yeah. Free mode events are definitely 6 or more players you need for them to be able to start up at all. So if you're in a smaller lobby than that, then you won't be getting them. Besides for criminal damage, I think Hunt the Beast can definitely be one of the better ones. Air checkpoints challenge is definitely a very good one. And yeah, there's like highest speed challenge or something for like free mode challenges. That one could probably be exploited with certain like interesting vehicles in the game. Since there's certain vehicles with like rocket boosts and stuff. There's like longest jump challenge, for example. I think the Present Mark 1 can actually be pretty good on that one. Because if you use it in a certain way, I think it does actually count for distance or something for longest jump. Maybe as long as you don't use the wings or something, if I recall. So that's some strategies there. Easily the best one's critical damage though. Air checkpoints, I would say, would probably be a close second. And I think the events typically tend to be better off than the challenges, personally. And then the Coil Cyclone. I'll be going on to roughly 152 per cheat. I have to go over performance on this again since my live stream shot out or some bullshit. Or like it didn't even fucking like fully work in the first place. I don't fucking know. But yeah, Coil Cyclone basically is not going to be very good performance-wise, unfortunately, I'm saying that right now. But yeah, Coil Cyclone, according to the spreadsheet, it is in D tier. A 36th place for lap time, 54th place for top speed. Nowhere within top 10 or anything, not even close. And yeah, it's an electric car, so it's pretty much clear the top speed's not good if you know anything about those in the game. But not having a lap time is not good, unfortunately. The only good part's acceleration, since it's an electric car, is heavy acceleration. Which means it gets its pretty piss poor top speed real damn quick, so that's something at least. Could get you out of a gunfight pretty quick or something, you never know. Oh wow. There's actually stuff in here this time. Last time I fucking did that, I was literally just these like first free in here. I had nothing but fucking plus promotional material in my what's new section last time. So weird. But yeah. For lunch time you can get the plus membership for just $1. Yeah. And then that ends literally tomorrow, May 30th. This was meant to be on day sooner, but my live stream shot itself for some bullshit. Only time it's actually been slightly worth getting, I would argue, honestly. It's only really worth it for new players. Not really for, like, veterans, I would say, really. Besides for small, like, stupid stuff like chameleon paints and stuff that don't provide much value. But yeah, pretty much mentioned everything there. Asset live production boost, money bonus for daily stash houses. Couple things here. But yes, asset live production speed boosted by 50%. So any asset you have turns into product 50% faster. Certainly an error. 30% off asset live surprise. Yes, 30% off asset live surprise. Kind of butchered the way I said in there, but yeah. I believe it's normally 60,000. 10% is 6,000, 18,000 with 30. So it should be $42,000 for supplies. So everything the supplies you buy is 42,000 instead of 60,000, 18,000 savings can be kind of slightly nice. That combined with getting a product into like sellable shit faster, essentially, maybe could get you more like 600,000 per sale instead of like 500,000 per sale at max. I think I heard where kind of the number is. Nothing too huge, just I don't know. And yeah. They could do free stash houses during the entire event week on 3 different days. You get $100,000 bonus. Stash houses themselves are not more lucrative similar to the actual like gas in the lab. It's not the actual sales, they're on the like times or whatever, it's just different things that are better. That can be something a little nice. Stash houses are always worth it for more business supplies. And that's it, basically, on the main menu. Yeah. But yes, unfortunately my HSW time trial is gone, because yes. Like I said, my stream kind of malfunctions. I don't know, like, what the hell happened. My game was even kind of having issues too, which was kind of weird. Like, it was saying, like, saving failed and stuff like that. Like, the mini map, it was pretty fucking weird. Like, I think it did that, like, 4 or 5 times in, like, my live stream. And every single time shortly after it would be save successful. I don't know, like Sony servers were acting up or what the fuck. Okay. Just like last time, that's never seen the light of day because of my stream having a malfunction or some bullshit. I do find the gunman actually, so we'll be going over it earlier than usual. I did actually find it the last time as well. That's not seen the light of day, unfortunately.
You know the deal. Make it quick. That's the very latest.
But yes, Railgun apparently is on a 25% off GTA Plus subscription discount. Service Carbine is apparently a 20% off discount for everybody for the actual event week. And the rest are full price.
That one's brand new.
Heavy pistol. It's actually one of the only couple pistols that actually have 36 rounds in a magazine. I looked last time and apparently aside from the AP pistol, it's one of the only ever pistols with 36 rounds in a magazine, which is kind of interesting. So if you're just looking to shoot a lot of bullets, it could be kind of a nice pistol. If you don't want the crazy fire rate with the AP pistol for any reason, but
that is their backup.
you might as well just go an AP pistol, and that's going to be a lot more useful anyways. And yeah, when I see the name heavy pistol, it kind of suggests it's pretty heavy in damage, but there's a weapon even from like day one of the game that's also a pistol, I believe, that's even better damage. And that was the pistol .50, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, pistol .50 I think was like a weapon from like the special edition back when like the single player first came out or some shit. That actually has more damage than this thing even. Like for the name heavy pistol, you'd kind of expect it to be a pretty powerful weapon, kind of isn't apparently.
Nice. Sits in your hand good, huh?
So honestly, in my opinion, main like thing going for its that magazine capacity. I mean, tied with the AP pistol, because apparently not a lot of pistols actually have that kind of capacity. And then yeah, weapons like the revolvers, like the double action, like regular Mark I heavy revolver, probably even, and over a fact a Mark II heavy revolver would be more powerful than this thing. And those have the name heavy, and they're actually fucking powerful. Heavy revolvers have heavy in the name, and they're actually fucking powerful. So I don't know, this thing doesn't have much place in the game, I feel, so that's a good magazine count, in my honest opinion. And then the sweeper shotgun. This one's pretty interesting. It's actually a shotgun. It's one of the actual couple shotguns that you can actually use as a drive-by weapon on like a motorcycle in the game. Between the ones you can drive by with, I think it has like the fastest rate of fire as well. Because I think it competes against stuff like the Santos shotgun and then maybe even the double barrel shotgun. And I think those are definitely nowhere near the rate of fire as this thing kind of is. So it definitely could have its advantages.
But, you know.
Double barrel, I think, is 2 rounds per magazine, and then I think Santos shotgun's like 8 rounds per magazine. So this might be kind of the best drive-by shotgun in like every capacity, kind of. I know Santos could still be pretty reliable, perhaps, though.
Trust me.
And then the compact rifle. Another pretty interesting one, like the sweeper shotgun. Funnily enough, I think you actually can use this on motorcycles and stuff as well, similar to the sweeper shotgun, despite being an assault rifle. But yeah, I think this one's more like a mid-range assault rifle more than like a far-range assault rifle, like your typical like assault rifles. So it's not going to compete like range-wise, perhaps, with stuff maybe like just service carbine or heavy rifle, even something like the military rifle that's only 45 rounds. I do believe it's actually the most ammo capacity of any assault rifle when you get the drum magazine with 100 rounds as well, so that's something at least. It's pretty interesting. And yeah, Combat PDW.
Gotta get that pop, 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 right?
It's kind of interesting in some sense. But yes, thing actually has an integrated suppressor. The suppressor actually built into the gun, which is not usually the case.
Fire? Can't beat it.
Suppressor is usually in the form of an attachment, so that's pretty unique there. And then just like that, has a drum magazine as well for 100 rounds. It was back in the old Gotham games, like part 1 or 2 update, but then with Finance Felony or something added a 100 round drum magazine, which makes it even better now.
That's new
So the
stuff.
non-discount ones
Fresh
are all
out of the
kind of
box.
interesting in some ways.
That was only released a
Railgun. Railgun actually makes a return after like a month or something. Railgun has actually not been in the loadout for like a long while in the gun van apparently. It was available for a while with the release of Drug Wars, but eventually they vaulted it for a while. Now it's finally back. And yeah, it's the best heavy weapon in the game in my opinion for one simple reason. I'll get to that later on, I think. Okay, I'll do that more in the weapon wheel for those two. For wolves right now, Molotov, stick bomb, grenade. This one's honestly very good, pretty much the best throwable in the game, pretty much. Molotovs you can only really get here, so those are both good. One not good one would obviously be the grenade.
Only sold by yours truly. You didn't see me.
But yeah. I'm not going to show it off, but I'll explain one reason why I think this is the best heavy weapon of the game. And that is because it can actually drop ammo, and you can actually get weapon ammo for the railgun, which is kind of weird. But yes. Somehow the railgun, you can actually use the ammo box, and you can actually get ammo for that. Probably most heavy weapons do not work like that, but the railgun is an exception, apparently. I've done it myself, I've seen it firsthand. I've seen it from YouTubers mentioning it. And then, yeah, you can one-shot jets as well. Explosive sniper has to like two-shot, explosive sniper has to like two-shot a laser, just being can one-shot a laser, but it does have a lot of travel time. So you have to like lead your shots a lot, so you have to like know where it's kind of going though. Still makes it very useful though, in its own regards, so definitely is something I would highly recommend picking up. Whether you have the subscription for 20% off, or if you're getting more like normal price with with no subscription. Yeah, Service Carbine is the very latest assault rifle in the game. In some ways makes it the greatest in some ways. The one huge weakness in my opinion of the Service Carbine is it does not have a scope. Might not be the biggest deal for third person, but especially for first person, that could maybe be a big deal breaker kind of there of using it perhaps. I feel most people would probably use third person, because that just feels like a logical one to do. But yeah. Got some pretty crazy fire rate, for sure, it seems. Even seems to be a good step up according to the stats and accuracy as well. Which is kind of funny, because everyone's actually have a scope. So it does kind of be more accurate. I don't know, sometimes I think game stats can kind of lie here, but fire rate, fire rate alone, I feel makes this one of your better assault rifle options in the game for sure. But yeah, discount and non-discount ones in their own regards are all pretty interesting options. But yes, I want to go over the time trials and stuff like that here. I'll still kind of go over the one over here. Try my best to do that. Probably even replicate the route I did and stuff as well. I kind of know where to mark and stuff for it. I know it's definitely the one that was over here. I knew that even before I did the town trial the first time too. It's probably one of the easiest ones, if not like the easiest HSW town trial in my opinion. And that's because the route they give you with the yellow marker is pretty trash, and if you just literally move it a little over to the left, it makes it so much easier. Not like exactly there as it marks per se, but it's still... I mean, I'm right there actually, so once I'm over like here and stuff, that would be a lot more accurate now. Alright. But yeah, stream kind of had a malfunction, so that attempt won't be seen, unfortunately. I did literally first fucking try, it's not easy. With a Prince Paid HSW, I think it's definitely one of the better options you could probably do on that. But yeah, when you can repeat those end to end here, I don't understand why you can't repeat HSW for like barely any pay at all, like you can in a regular town trial and RC. I don't get it honestly, but still. But in the end here, as it suggests, you go from one end of the map to the other, the docks all the way to the cheapest facility location, essentially over in Paleto Bay. But yeah, definitely one of the most top speed heavy time trials I would probably say in the entire game. So for once, you would probably want to prioritize top speed over lap time, like you probably usually kind of would. That could change things up a bit. On 9th gen, easily the best time trial, like vehicle in general, would definitely go to the HSW Hot Trail Drag. That's a motorcycle that you can like forward with the stick for the best possible speed, as if you're doing like a stoppie, whereas most of you do like a wheelie for that best possible speed, or there's a couple you can do both. I'll go for options for 9th gen and 8th gen, by the way. The HSW supercars, if you can still use it in time trials, I don't think you can, but there's the HSW weaponized Ignis, which is still lap time heavy HSW supercar. That can still be pretty respectable for top speed. There's Cyclone 2 HSW. We had a Cyclone 2 HSW, that's an electric HSW vehicle in the game. Of course, it's going to have the typical flaw of an electric vehicle, where it's not going to be as great for top speed, but it does have that acceleration, so it does hit the top speed pretty quick. So So if you hit like a bump or something, you can get back up to speed real damn quick, which is very good. More likely to crash in a car than a motorcycle after all. Los Santos Drug Wars introduced a brand new anti-MT HSW, which is pretty much purely good for top speed. Despite being HSW, it's not bad. Apparently, it gets a 20th place in the lap time, which is probably the worst placement for a lap time for any HSW vehicle, I'm gonna guess, which is kind of bad. But still, it is very top speed heavy, so you could definitely have some nice success with the anti-MT HSW, even though it just Drug Wars DLC. And then, yeah, the last of those HSW supercars, the Principe Devastating I mentioned earlier, the HSW version, when you are on the Napkin system. Mostly known for top speed, but it's also very good for a lap time too. In my opinion, can definitely be one of your better supercar options in the 910 version, or in like general good vehicle options for the time trial, really. And then there's two that's especially pretty good for top speed. Apparently, they're the two best top speeds of the entire game. And again, they have HSWs, and that's just a huge shit for the top speed, pretty much. So you won't have access to those in 8th gen, technically. And I'll be Sterling GT HSW, and then it will also be the Victor Z X HSW. Those Criminal Enterprise DLC ones are some of the best HSW vehicles of the entire game. And some of the best general top speeds of the entire game, too. That pretty much covers the HSW time trial recommendations there. HSW time trials, you can use whatever vehicle you want. Reason being is the part time is not set in stone like it is for regular time trial and RC Bandito time trial. So HSW you can use whatever you want, and you get a different part time for each vehicle essentially. Or it depends on the class of vehicle or something. But yes. Now if you are not on 9th gen, I'll be mentioning stuff for 8th gen here too. For 8th gen, you can use any of like the regular versions of vehicles that I kind of mentioned. They could probably still be very successful. So that would be like the regular Hawktail Drag. Regular Hawktail Drag is very good for 8th gen in particular, where you don't have HSW. Same with the regular Devastate and like the regular NTMT. Those can be pretty nice top speed options for 8th gen where you don't have HSW. I think those are the only ones that are kind of also in 8th gen, I believe. That are also like good in 8th gen where you don't have the HSW. Yeah. For other motorcycles for 8th gen, the Tron bike, the Nagasaki Shotaro is a very damn good one. That one I think you can do forward or backward with the stick for that best possible speed. I think it's one of the couple that work like that. And then the newest one from the Los Santos Drug Wars DLC. Even though it is electric, apparently I believe it's within top 10 for top speed, so it's not. So it doesn't go heavily beneath in top speed like the cars do for the one electric motorcycle in the game as of the latest Drug War DLC. So even though the Western Power Surge can be very damn good, I believe I definitely remember it being good for a lap time, but I think it's still within like top 10 for top speed even. And from what I've heard with it, just like the Jotaro, apparently you can do forward or backwards with the stick on the Power Surge for best possible speed as well. From what I recall hearing. You could even use something as cheap like a. You You could even use a motorcycle as cheap as the Pegassi Body 801 from 2013, day one of the game at like the very bottom of like the motorcycle section. That can be very useful. And it's only 15,000 with like engine upgrades and stuff, probably not even like 500,000 even. That can be very good. Because these regular time trials were mostly designed around the like 2015 like heist update. Around that time was when those came out pretty much. And that was pretty much the meta back in those days. And then yeah. My Bossy Mantis Scout, not the new one with the drug war DLC, not the C. I don't even think you can use the My Bossy Mantis Scout C and stuff like time trials and stuff, since it's tied to your acid lab technically. But the regular Mantis Scout from Caprico Heist is a pretty good one for top speed apparently. And it's a dirt bike and you do go into Pluto Bay and stuff, so it could be kind of useful for some things there, for maybe some shortcutting or something, never know. And what might even be the number one top speed motorcycle, even including the HSW Hawktail Drag, is the Western Reaver, I believe it is, from the Contract DLC. From what I've heard, it's even a little bit better top speed than the HSW Hawktail Drag, but the HSW Hawktail Drag mostly accelerates in a lap time in comparison to that, though, I'm pretty sure. So I feel it's kind of generally better to use a HSW Hawktail Drag just in case. But and then it is very top speed heavy. So you might want to consider something like the Western Reaver, even if you were on 9th gen kind of as well. Not just even 8th gen. So I'd probably say the Western Reaver or HSW Hawktail Drag, probably for a motorcycle for 9th gen. And then all of those kind of motorcycles kind of as options possibly for 8th gen. Besides for HSW where you wouldn't have that for 8th gen. And yeah, for some good 8th gen supercars, for a lap time I believe it's like the Progen Emers, the Benefactor Krieger, and then the Benefactor LM87. Those first two I mentioned are from like the Atomic Xeno Resort DLC, the Progen Emers, Benefactor Krieger. And then the Benefactor LM87 was from the previous Criminal Enterprise DLC, and apparently that one's pretty good as well for a lap time. And then yeah, being a top, and yes, being a top speed focused time trial here. Top speed recommendations for the supercar class for 8th gen. I believe number one pretty much tends to be the P-Fizzer 811. P-Fizzer 811 from like mid 2016 and like the Finance and Felony DLC, I believe is like the number one top speed for 8th gen supercars, which can especially be good here, as I've mentioned. And then yeah, there's the regular NTMT, the regular Devastate, as I've mentioned previously, where you don't have HSW for 9th gen, where you don't have the HSW on 8th gen, of course. And then another one you can use for 8th gen in particular is like the Banshee 900R. It's basically the sport car Banshee. It's a sport car Banshee that you turn into a supercar with the Benny's upgrade to the Banshee 900R. For those that might be a little confused what I mean there. It's basically a supercar Banshee that you do at Benny's original motorworks. That's apparently very good for top speed there. I pretty much mentioned everything about the HSW that's already been done because I didn't have a failed stream attempt per se myself. My stream fucking malfunctioned, so I have to redo it, unfortunately. I think I actually forgot to go over the premium race and then when I think about it. Maybe that's why that happened, though. Yeah, I actually didn't, I think. I know I still haven't covered it in this stream, but actually when I did the last stream that malfunctioned, I actually forgot to even mention it in the first place. So maybe the premium race gave me karma, I don't fucking know. premium race for the week, motorcycle class. I pretty much mentioned anything for motorcycle class I needed to say. No doubt you're pretty much going to want to use the HSW Hot Rod Drag. Huh? Pretty much no doubt on 9th gen you are definitely going to want to be using the HSW Hot Rod Drag. That's very good lap time and very good top speed. And then yeah, on 8th gen I give all other kinds of good motorcycle options already. When you go into the premium race, I think you can press like square, like X on Xbox, whatever key on like PC, whatever, and then you should be able to see like the map of the premium race once you enter it. You used to be able to see that shit on this pause menu, but for some reason they took that out like a long while ago. Not sure why, but yeah. You should be able to see the map for the premium race before you actually do the race to determine if it's lap time or top speed heavy. Lap time will be pretty much most courses in the city for the most part. Lap time would probably be like 95% of courses, even if it's not like the desert or something. Because most courses would probably have at least one turn. Pretty much the only times you would probably want to prioritize like top speed more so is if you're like having a race on like a highway or airport runway or like Fort St. Peter runway and stuff like that, which are probably very niche. There's probably not too many race courses that do that. So I'd probably say it's probably going to be lap time focused for the most part, unless I don't know if it was like kind of very niche, like top speed heavy courses. But yeah, I've not been having the saving issues at least in this game, so it looks like the stream will indeed be going good. I don't know if like some shit was going on. I don't know if some weird shit was going on with my internet while I was doing the live stream and shit. I don't fucking know. Either way, I know my stream like malfunctioned or whatever, but yeah. I'm doing the stream at like 3 in the morning, holy shit. I might have been doing this stream like starting at like 4 in the morning or like 5 in the morning last time when I tried this. Like Pacific Standard Time. But yeah, I can't do visitor bonus, spin the wheel or any of that because of that. Because my stream malfunctioned the first time I tried to do it, I cannot do that. Not that I really care, just spin it most of the times anyways. I pretty much have all the vehicles I want in this game, weaponized or otherwise, pretty much. Especially in the Caprico days where it's so easy to make tons of fucking money. Back when it was actually good. And nothing else stood any chance at all. But yeah, podium vehicle for the week here is the Vapid Desert Raid. That was a vehicle back, I believe, in mid-2016 with the Gun and Stunts DLC. Off-road vehicle. Off-road races can definitely be kind of pretty popular, so it could be something pretty worth having. Yeah, I'll go over here. Second time I have to do that because of the stream malfunction, of course. So pissed off about wasting like 2 hours of my day yesterday just for my stream to not even fully publish and shit. Out of fucking nowhere. But yeah. Rapid Desert Raid. By getting this vehicle, you'll be saving $695,000. Technically, you actually save more than that as well, because it actually does not come with a livery, and you actually cannot do that on the website here. Something weird with the company's done vehicles is they actually come with liveries, and you don't actually like start with no livery, basically. So essentially, you have to pay for no livery when it comes to the actual mod shop, usually. So you technically save that little expense at least. So it kind of ups the value of it a little bit, technically. This one's actually pretty good. So I would kind of recommend spinning for this constantly if you are big on wanting this vehicle. Not only good for like look-wise and shit, but also good for performance. According to Bruffy 1322 Racing YouTubers spreadsheet here, does a rate in the off-road class, is in the A tier, which is very good, giving it number 5 for lap time, and then it gives it number 7 for top speed as well. So it's in top 5 territory for lap time, top 10 territory for top speed, very nice. Definitely get some nice performance there. You might be better off with stuff like the Drogger and stuff though. Like there's a couple other better off-road vehicles, probably in a general sense though. But as long as it's top 5, top 10, I definitely feel it's somewhat usable. So it definitely could be something pretty worth shooting for. That's street dealer, sure, I'm gonna check that out. Okay, what's the lock on here? What the fuck? Weird. I'll have to maybe see what that is then. I kinda don't want to sell extra product because I wasn't supposed to be having to do a live stream today. It was supposed to be done yesterday, but it malfunctioned, so I gotta do one again. No, you're not getting my assets, sorry.
Later.
Very solo friendly business there, I'll just do that myself. Okay, what even is this? A crime scene? Okay. Yeah, I think it's one of those crime scenes. If you have to service carbine, I think it just gives you 10,000 like a briefcase or whatever. Just a little cosmetic difference, I think, with that. And oh yeah, goodness on that too. Okay, I got a little like plane thing spawned as well. I don't care for the plane of anything from Colonel Enterprise, I don't care for that shit. I think that shit makes you go in the water, which is really annoying. It's not even a super worthwhile going into the water. I don't actually get detected all the time, what the fuck? When I spawned the helicopter on like this tree and I even parked on this tree, what the fuck? Yeah, sure, I'll do a stash house here. I'll do the daily stash house here. That's how I wish the fucking casino shit worked, is that it just resets at a certain time of day and not like whenever you spin it. I don't get why casino stuff is much different. Maybe they don't like people spinning the wheel, I don't fucking know. Maybe they don't want people to be able to do it conveniently every single day. It's like the later you do it, the more inconvenient it kind of becomes to do it again. I wish it was like 11 o'clock or whatever each day, PM, whatever, like it is for daily objectives, snatch houses, all kinds of shit, whatever. Rockstar is Rockstar, they do weird Rockstar decisions. Or whatever the fuck.
You got nowhere to go now. Where you gonna go? Where you gonna go? Carlos got hit. It's going fucking down! Cover your ass! Hey, asshole! It's time to get shot! asshole.
I actually would not have noticed that if it didn't light up red there actually. Yeah, if it didn't light up red there, I would definitely would not have actually noticed that, funnily enough.
Motherfucker.
Alright, 72, 68, 83. Much more annoying code than last time. Which unfortunately I can show off because my stream malfunctioned. And that's why I'm gonna do this one. Fucking Sony, fucking Rockstar, your game was being weird, or shitty internet, or some shit. I think it was 72, 68, 83, right? Goddamn. I think so. Fucking game. Fucking bullshit with my live stream last time. Fucking pissing me off though. Alright, good. Kind of rambled after that, so I forgot about like the numbers somehow. Holy shit, that one's ran into my fucking helicopter and then psychopaths. Wheat farm. Wait, did I say wheat farm? I think I did. I think that's actually, funnily enough, the same thing I got on the previous stream, I think. I think that's actually what I got last time too. Alright, looks like I got a gold award for the stash houses now, okay. Wasn't supposed to on the previous stream, but okay. Okay, yeah, so it was a wheat farm. Swear that's the exact same thing from last time. Hey, I'm not a big fan of selling weed with MC just to be able to get the free post-op van per se, so if street dealer wants it, I'll give it then. Even though I'm not supposed to be having to do some more street dealer stuff here, since my last stream fucking had to malfunction on me. Pretend like it happened, but it did not happen at all, apparently. I definitely didn't forget to do the last stream. I remember checking like the elapsed time and shit on my PS5 and shit. And, yeah. Alright, you want weed? Okay, sure. Had a.
¡Ahí nos vemos!
I already done and post op vans. And free fucking post op vans, pretty much. I was getting text from LJT on the previous stream that my weed was fucking full, so I might as well sell more. Cause I don't know if it's full anymore or not. Kind of. I just got more, so I'll probably get full again at some point anyways. But yes. Little heads up, by the way, the LS test track vehicles. The test track vehicles and LS Carmi are actually not going to be on any sort of discount. So I'm not going to give exact performance numbers, so take some of the information with a grain of salt, but I kind of know some of it. Everything else I pretty much know though. But yes, the full price test track vehicles this time around is the Bravado Gala Hellfire, the Grotti Turismo Classic, and then the Vappuccino. my opinion, the worst one of these three is definitely going to be the Bravado Gauntlet Hellfire in terms of a performance perspective. In terms of performance, I don't recall this one being anywhere near like top 10 or anything per se, so if you want to get vehicles for performance, I would pass on this one probably. And again, it's full price anyway, so not too much incentive to get it, aside for just being here. But if for some reason anyone's convinced to get it because it's here, then I don't really think it's too worth picking up for performance. Cappuccino. The actual Vappuccino itself, the particular model that's over in the LS car meet, is actually kind of the worst one, even over the Gauntlet Hellfire to kind of. But something you can do with it though. It's not the model in the actual thing here, you gotta still upgrade it to that model that I'm gonna be talking about here, but yeah. With Vappuccino, you can get the customized example here, for example. So it's a Benny's lowrider vehicle, which is pretty cool. So you get some of the best customization you can get on a vehicle with the Chino if you upgrade it there, that's pretty cool. That's why I recommend it over the Gauntlet Hellfire. With this model, the Vappuccino, I do not recommend. You can get this vehicle in story mode since it's not old of a DLC vehicle, and that was back when they actually put the DLC vehicles in story mode. Therefore, you might as well just get one there to see what the customizations are, and it's not going to be good performance anyways. It's definitely not good performance. The one here that is good performance though is the Grotti Turismo Classic. I know for a fact it's a very good performance when it comes to 8th gen for the regular model. On 9th gen you don't even want the regular model since there's HSW on this vehicle. So you can get the house special work that I was mentioning with the HSW Tundra. And then the Turismo Classic actually becomes your #1 lap time for the entire Sport Classic class. Yeah, #1 lap time for the entire Sport Classic class. On 8th gen, the regular model is probably the #1 lap time for 8th gen though. So that's why I also do recommend it for 8th gen. Because it's one of the best vehicles you can have for the Sport Classic class. It's just even better with HSW on 9th gen, that's all I'm saying. But the one there is not HSW, so you keep that in mind. You will still have to upgrade it if you get that though. But it's very damn worth doing it. But yeah, prize ride vehicle this time around is the Ocelot Swinger. Another Sport Classic vehicle that's actually kinda good, but not as good as the Turismo Classic over there. So just don't bother with it if you're willing to buy the Turismo Classic. If you're willing to buy the Turismo Classic, then I probably would not bother with the Swinger challenge for the prize ride challenge though. Yeah. False Pursuit Series. Placing top 3 days in a row. So I'm having to do this for Monday since fucking stream malfunctioned. It's Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Would be very good. Would still be very doable. Even Tuesday, Wednesday, very early Thursday you can probably manage as well before the tunables change. Which Pacific Standard Time is like 1 to 2 a.m. Not 8 p.m., but yeah, a.m. It's I was about to say PM. But yeah, pursuit race, top 3, there's 4 players. So you have basically 75% chance here to get a top 3. But yeah, 3 out of 4, 75% chance, basically. Pretty good chance if you want to go for it, but yeah. You might honestly just want to wrap about it as my classic, to be honest. Just got me into a door here. I never remember from the last train that was supposed to happen, but did not. Alright, yeah. Viking also had swing rate saving 909,000. Plus, if there's a livery on it and stuff, I kind of got already somehow. Then, if you keep the same livery, that's the number. If you keep the same livery that comes on it, then that's 20 to 30,000 at most, I would say. Maybe about 950,000 savings at most. Not necessarily the greatest savings, but just number of price right options. How we're feeling before. But yeah, going off of the like racing spreadsheet and shit. I saw swingers in the near bottom of B tier for Sport Classic class, which is actually a 10th place for a lap time, and 13th place for top speed. So even on 19, it's the top 10 for a lap time, just barely at the number 10 spot.
Hey! Catch you on the other side.
And yeah, HSW test ride and Devastator 8. Actually, now already pretty good.
I'm on the clock. What you want? Some wheels? I'll bring it by.
Bro, what the fuck? Seriously? It's my favorite bike, at least. I haven't bought, and it's like... Because normally I probably would have if it was not a favorite bike. Oh my god, really? What the fuck? So far now, because park time is way less than that. And way more than that, even. Yeah. Had to do it again, of course, because stupid previous ice cream malfunction now. 10th place last. That was at 10th place lap time, 13th place top speed. Yes. 10th place lap time, 13th place top speed. Yes. 10th place lap time, 13th place top speed. But yes. On 8th gen, it even becomes an 8th place for lap time because you don't have the two HSW Sport Classic vehicles in the game for 8th gen. So it's even better within top 10 for 8th gen in particular. On 8th gen, it's still like 11th place though for top speeds. It's still like not within like top 10 for top speed though for 8th gen as well. But it's only one placement beneath the top 10 for top speeds though. But still, I would only really super get it for a lap time for 8-4 9th gen for the prize ride vehicle there. And yes, I already basically mentioned if you're feeling on Prince Bay Devastate, just to be when talking about the time trials. I'll show the Devastate off in a mock run for the, or mock-up run for the fucking HSW time trial that's not there because it was done on the previous run. My live stream that malfunctioned though. I pretty much know like the route and stuff, so I should basically know how to do that without the time trial. But yeah. Again, unfortunately, unfortunately, just like the test ride vehicles, there's not going to be a discount here, unfortunately. So yeah, both vehicles here will be full price, and therefore they're not too hugely recommended this event.
Are you kidding? I totally
I'll say
nailed
something
that.
about them at least.
Well, fuck them. That network sucks.
Yeah, Grotti GT 500.
You've got to book me something.
That is in the Sport Classic class, definitely, I could swear on it.
Okay, yeah, bye.
But yes, for those that know the Sport Classic class well, the Charisma Classic's a good indicator, basically. A lot of top options for the Sport Classic class are like old school supercars, very old school supercars are at the top of the Sport Classic class though. So I just really do not see that one competing, but yeah, it's full price, so it's not too worth getting anyways. Figure I would put that out there just in case though. Yes, yes. And then the A10F. This one's a very recent one from the previous DLC, the Colonel Enterprise DLC. Just released in 2022, in the last year. It's not even 1 year old yet. If I remember right, it might be slightly within top 10 for like lap time or top speed, I kind of forget. But even then, I think there's better options though. I think there's better general options for the sport car class though. Like stuff like the Itali RSX and the Pry, I think tend to be better than like the 10F though. But yes. Just like your Chino from earlier though. It did get the Benny's treatment. But a version there is a stock vehicle here, but if you get it, you can turn it into a customized example for sure. So that's always pretty cool in there. Yeah, it's more pricier because of that livery, of course, for example. And yeah, I know the GT500 is from the Doomsday Heist DLC. I kind of forgot to bring that up. Doomsday Heist DLC has some like sport classic and like sport vehicles that do have machine guns on them. But yes, GT500 does not have machine guns on it as an option. There's like a sport classic vehicle known as like the Visitor. There's a sport classic vehicle known as like the Visitorist that has machine guns on it, for example. GT500, I know for a fact there's no machine guns on that now. I looked at the last time I streamed. That malfunctioned. If one of those two are slightly worth getting at all, it's definitely the 10F. Oh, I found all 3 street doers. That's kind of crazy, and I wasn't really going too much out the way for them even. Yeah, this one's like a subway, certainly. Even over here too, apparently, but I didn't do it. Nothing's going on with it anyways. Right, cocaine, I don't have any apparently. But they call bullshit now. What do you call bullshit now? I usually run the cocaine in my nightclub, and I even think I recall the South American imports being popping up for me. Like my previous stream with the week 23 editions of the May 2023 community series, my previous one, whatever. But alright, again, whatever you say. It's supposed to take from your MC and your nightclub. MC first, but if no MC, then I think it takes from the nightclub after. Is what I have heard. And then, yeah, Simeon's has a discount, but the thing is, it was a Cyclone, which was literally on the main menu. So I technically already covered the Cyclone, so... There are a couple of vehicle discounts, but they're on the websites. Wait, what the fuck? No? That's one of those times, apparently, when that happens. That can happen sometimes here, apparently. Well... Yes. There's a current 330 tax. Call a Cyclone that's on a 30% discount. That's the main menu made pretty clear. I expand on discussion for just a little bit though. I kind of wanted to mention a thing or two more. I forgot to mention. Gotta see Vodka, which is literally day one of the fucking game. Why? Why is the vehicle from day one of the fucking game in here? I don't get it. I feel like it's just a random selection being a boring free mode event thing here for the theme of the event week. Have it contender, which some random guy died on somehow. And yeah, do remark Scion Classic. I think that was from like Dime Casino Resort, Dime Casino Heist. One of his many vehicles with classic name, they put in a sport classic class and not like a more realistic classing for the vehicle or something. Because the regular Zion, I think, is in coupe. It would have been interesting in the coupe class, probably over the sport classic class, but oh well. Yeah, one of the ones I want to make the most mention to is the Karen Futu GTX. Reason being is a sport tuner. It is in a tuner subclass of vehicles. So it's one of his vehicles he can use in those pursuit races for that price right challenge, for example. You can also use it in street races and the robbery contracts as well, for example. But yeah, in terms of performance, this one's not really known for lap time, unfortunately, which is what you want for most races. It's not going to be the greatest option much per se for racing, for your street races, pursuit races. It is pretty good for top speed, apparently, though. But there's better options like the Jester RR, for example, that I know for a fact is definitely good in the robbery contracts for the Jester RR. I used the Jester RR when I was doing those robbery contracts for the last event when those were on times free money. And yeah, for this last time my reputation may pop up, it was a 215. I got quite the number of ranks when I did that double reputation the last event. It was pretty fun that last event. So I guess a shitty event with a free mode event has a focus and shit kinda makes sense given a great event last week. But yeah, it can be alright in your street pursuit races if there's a lot of straights for any reason, but that's probably not gonna happen. So you probably would more so want to lap to mosh and be safe. But yeah, you can always look at those maps before you do those races. And yeah, robbery contracts, it all depends on if you can put something on like your back window or something for bullet protection. So if you can get some sort of bullet protection, it's pretty damn good for your robbery contracts. But even then, you have your number one top speed, which is the Jester RR, that does have the rear louvers. Kind of makes it a little bit redundant for that, even though. But still, if I can put somebody on the back window, it could be good for your robbery contracts. Which is a damn great moneymaker that you really need tuners for, since you can only pretty much use tuners for those. Without any sort of glitch or anything, possibly. Yeah, Coil Cyclone, I wanted to expand on it a little bit. I mentioned a bit more of it on my first take, but because I'm annoyed I didn't take a second take in my stream because my stream malfunctioned, I forgot to mention a thing or two I mentioned the last time. First thing is, I mentioned the Coil Cyclone 2 and HSW time trials. If you are on 9th gen, you have a better Coil Cyclone. If you are on 9th gen in particular, you may think that the Cyclone 2 regular version you could get in 8th gen, but no, you cannot even get the regular one in 8th gen. So technically in 8th gen it's your only Coil Cyclone option. But yeah, 9th gen don't get it at all, because you have the Cyclone 2, which has HSW upgraded, so clearly just going to be better. And then number 2, if you play with a good couple to few other players, then you would probably want a 4-door electric vehicle. So maybe something like the P-Fister Neon could kind of be better. I think P-Fister Neon's like a 4-door, like electric sport car. Might be one of your only electric supercar options though, so it could always be kind of a nice one for that now. For 8th gen, where you don't have Cyclone 2, but yeah. It's only got acceleration focused. Sony acceleration focus could get you out of a tight spot in like a gunfight or like, you know, like a time trial or something. If you were put to stop, maybe it can save you there somehow, kind of. Their top speed being pretty shit does kind of hinder it a lot though, in some ways, for point A to point B travel. That's all I'll say probably there now. But not necessarily a very good discount, aside for acceleration focus. We have I gotta see Vodka. It's a lottery from fucking 2013. It's definitely not a good performance. I guarantee it's not a good performance. It's not on discount. I'm not going over it. I'm not going over numbers when it's not on discount now. Just trust me, it's not gonna be good when it's 2013 and it was released in. Vapid contender that some random person died on somehow. I think it was released in like 2015, 2016 or some shit. It's in the SUV class. I wasn't sure what class it is at my first attempt on the stream that malfunctioned. But I found out it was an SUV class. But yeah, if you think about the top of the SUV class, you have like sporty like SUVs. You have a literal like Lamborghini, you have a little Lamborghini Pegasi SUV in the game. And that's the fucking Tauros. And then you have ones from like P-Fister, like the Astron. You have like the regular Astron on 8th gen from the contract DLC, that's a very sporty SUV now. That's pretty top in the class. On 9th gen even you can take it a step further where you have an Astron Custom like regular version. And then you can get better performance on your Astron Custom with the HSW upgrade as well. So yeah, the class has definitely been pretty overtaken by a bunch of sporty SUVs in the game at this point, I feel. That's just unrealistic to expect some super good performance from this one, probably, to be honest. And I want to say that this vehicle probably doesn't even have liveries on it. It's not old vehicle. It was back when they didn't do liveries on a lot of different vehicles, like they do nowadays, where it's on pretty much any vehicle to do liveries. And yeah, the Scion Classic, as I kind of mentioned earlier, it's one of those like sport classics. It's only in the class because of the classic in the name, pretty much. Like, does this really make realistic sense in the sport classic class instead of something like the coupe class? I don't really fucking know. I highly fucking doubt this vehicle actually makes sense in the sport classic class. Besides for the classic in the name, I guarantee it. And yeah, again, as I mentioned with the Swinger, you have a lot of like old school supercars that are pretty much in the top of the sport classic class, so it's definitely not going to be good for the sport classic class. Even then, you can actually call Agent 14 and you can actually just get a Scion Classic as well.
Yeah.
So we're the first one on there, even. You can't even, like, do that when you're in the interior. Okay, interesting.
Don't waste my time.
Too bad, fool. Better than fucking 2 hours of my time getting wasted because my fucking live stream malfunctioned the last time. At least he only had like a minute, probably even less wasted Agent 14, but okay. Me had to do an almost 3 hour live stream and it didn't even fucking publish all the fucking way out of fucking nowhere. I was having random internet issues and like random game not saving issues in this game and shit. With the cloud servers or whatever the fuck saves the game to the Rockstar Social Club, whatever the fuck. But yeah, if I had to rank these from best to worst, to be honest, this one's kind of number one just because it's on discount for 30%, whereas the other ones are full price. If I had to choose an actual number one, I honestly would probably have to choose the Karen Futo GTX. Because you can actually use it in the robbery contracts, which robbery contracts can be pretty damn good for your money making for sure. yeah. I was talking about tuner subclass, but yes. It is in the sport class. None of the tuner subclass vehicles in the sport class are actually good in the game though. So you don't want to use it at all in sport races if that was not very clear, since I only went over it for the tuner subclass for that reason. Between like 15, 17, like 18, 19, 20, whatever amount of fucking tuner subclass vehicles in the game. It is one of the many like 15-ish like sport cars in the tuner subclass. But yes, as far as I remember, all of the like sport tuners are garbage in the actual sport class. Yes. Gee, fucking throw it, goddammit, make it hard to say shit, damn it. But yeah, I think just for robbery contracts alone, the fact you can use it at all, even if you can't do rear louvers, that's a great bit of money you can make with a civilian vehicle that you usually cannot do much serious money making with civilian vehicles. Most serious money you have to make with like weaponized vehicles. The robbery contracts feels like the one serious money maker that a civilian, like tuner subclass vehicle, can even do in the first place. So that's definitely my number one recommendation. Kinda number one here, obviously because of discount. Number two otherwise, so I would say. I would honestly say the contender, I would probably choose at the number 3 spot from best to worst. Because I feel it would actually be kind of usable in SUV class, whereas I feel like you wouldn't really be able to use the Zion Classic much in the Sport Classic class. I feel there's more Sport Classic a little bit than there is for the SUV class. Yes, definitely number 3 spot in the contender. Number 4 spot definitely goes to Zion Classic. Because, yeah, Pegassi Vodka is 2013. It was September 17th, 2013 for the release. That means you can get in story mode as well. Getting it in story mode as well basically means it's kind of pointless to own it in online. It's not going to be good performance, and if you want the customizations, just buy one in story mode or find one in story mode, whatever. Fucking garbage vehicle, and that's definitely the worst one easily there on offer this time. Alright, yes. Premium Deluxe Motorsport, it is indeed only the Cyclone on discount. Indeed, with luxury autos, nothing on discount. Indeed, with the test rack, nothing on discount either, yes. Just making sure one last time on the news wire before I progress further here. And yeah, I won over prize ride, podium vehicles. I think I pretty much just gotta go over remaining money opportunities and discounts at this point, aside for the new clothing items, for those that might want to see them more, like, individually, whatever. Instead of the little description that Rockstar gives in the newswire. So I suppose I'll do that right now.
if you need me.
But yeah, Uglies, the Uglies and socks, you find both over here in the Ugly section.
Those are selling fast.
Again, my stream malfunctions, so it won't show his name, but yeah. Cock and Bell Uglies is definitely one of the new ones. All these regular Uglies here, there's 7 are all new.
Did you find your size?
7 stock ones are new. And like, this one and ones above are new.
Those are selling like hotcakes. You won't find those anywhere else.
And yeah, and symbol ones here are just these 4 apparently. That's it.
Bye. Enjoy your purchase.
Need something, huh? One of your rides? Let me know. I'll bring it to you.
Did you dress yourself, or are you colorblind?
Hey, what's up, man? Hey, buddy. Hola. Whoa, qué melones. Getting to wear the whole damn TV is fucking garbage. Whatever.
Hi there!
Hola, ¿qué cuentas? Hey, man. Hello! How you doing, Oos? You know what they say? They say he's got like 4 balls, man. Yeah, he and your bitch are gonna have huge ball-sack children. Oh, you're that junkie mama I kicked it with a few nights back? Yo, man, hey, what's up? Fuck, man, no shit, Skinny Eddie got shot? That cholo was my nigga, dog. I like a little jump. Yeah, I just want to take a bite out of the time and place. Hey! Hey, buddy. Hey, dude. Everything okay?
Would you fuck off already? But yeah. Roll for just every time drawing around, something like that, yes. Definitely goes over to here. I forget the exact spot in here, but it's very close to where it starts here. yeah. Not sure that's a shortcut or not. Kind of debatable, because maybe going around could kind of be helpful, because you can have that bit of grass you might have to go through and stuff with that ramp and stuff. But yeah, and I'm not sure if I want that jump of it safe time or not. I just like to do it because it's a pretty flashy, cool like jump to do. And also gets you in the street kind of quicker, so you can kind of go more wild if they just have you a little bit earlier. Not by too much earlier though. I'm not using Devastate, by the way. I'm not using it because of it being a test ride, by the way. I'm using it because I was using it for a while now. Ever since it looked back to the very first stage of Soviet over and like this here. Just spawn with whatever. Yeah, he spawned what I think was more where it was. Yeah, from that one jump, it's pretty much all straightforward to really mention. It's really just a little stun jump, and then that one jump that's kind of debatable if it can see at any time, and then just going like that GPS route in the first place. Hopefully it wasn't really the hugest time saves per se. I'm not sure it would even save much time really. Pretty easy one really. That little stupid foyer event from Enterprise, whatever. Yeah, it's pretty much the same spot where that time trial ends though. Don't really recommend shortcutting because all the like stuff there and whatnot with the barricades on the side. It's not really worth trying to shortcut there at all. It's a very easy one. I kind of actually think it's the easiest HSW time trial in my personal opinion. Yes, in my opinion, it's definitely the easiest HSW time trial because the GPS route gives you a shit with the yellow marker. You just want to move it a little more to the left and it gets so much fucking better now. So in my opinion, it's actually the easiest. It's definitely easiest HSW time trial to me, at least. That comes to mind, at least, between the 8. And yes, I think it is kind of easy. Yes, I do think it is actually easier than the first one, even, yes, totally. When doing that strategy, I mean, this one, of course. Of course, you could probably do it in that one, like, GPS route, but clearly it's so much fucking harder when it takes you to the desert sections and stuff. While you go into desert sections, you have to be real careful, and if you can just go on the highway, where you can actually take advantage of your crazy HSW speeds for actual good-ass time. Definitely better, in my opinion, to take advantage of your HS. Definitely better to go for your HSW speeds as much as you can on that highway than the stupid like desert sections they recommend for some fucking reason on the GPS route. Yeah. Sorry if I was stumbling around on like the cheese cache and didn't do it and stuff and whatnot, but somebody keeps really getting my fucking way in real life, shit, big fucking rubber piece of shit and shit. Cause there's a fucking connected ass bathroom hallway between my room and another fucking room. It's fucking real fucking annoying. Of course, is there like one person has to go in the bathroom like every fucking goddamn hour, even like a good couple times in one fucking hour. It's fucking ridiculous. Let's go back to that little clothing store, I guess, and then just talk about the rest here. Okay.
Let me know if you need help.
But yeah, sorry it's not clear which one of his Ugglies are new and stuff. Funny, my first stream actually fucking published all the way through. I don't know what the fuck happened with my first stream, it just got lost suddenly or some bullshit. Cause the stream like worked entirely while I was like fucking doing it, and there was all kind of Rockstar server issues about like it not saving and like saving a little later. I don't know, something was just wrong with my internet, but yeah, I was still with a live stream, I don't fucking know. That's the weirdest shit ever, pretty much.
We have that in multiple colors.
Yeah. Could be just a 14. Could be the 7 and 7 versions of socks that could be new if I kind of forget. I don't know, I think there was like certain fire stuff down here and stuff that I heard was new as well. There might be a good chunk of new ones here, definitely. At least like 30-ish to 40-ish or some shit. Because it's the easier part, it was only the 4 like ensemble ones that seemed that was new as far as I could tell from the newswire. It seemed there was only 4 in the cuffs though. Because it said it was ensemble cuffs, didn't say like any like more regular cuffs. Didn't say any more like regular cuffs or anything.
I can see you wearing that.
And now to go over remaining money opportunities and discounts, pretty much, and that should pretty much do anything for this stream. But pretty much the only other money thing going on besides for the free mode events challenge is the tiny bit of acid lamp stuff. That's not a direct money opportunity per se, though. It's one adversary mode. One of the limited time ones for the month of May. Probably your last chance to play it for a while here.
Did you find your size?
And yeah, that's power player. Power up kind of game mode. You pick up power ups and all that kind of stuff. Definitely for sure a very fun mode, I imagine. I feel like people who rate it like negatively on it just overly complain and shit usually. Probably. So I guarantee it's a pretty fun game mode. But yeah. Adversary modes at most, I would say you probably make a couple $100,000 at most for a whole set of rounds and stuff. Depending on like the game mode, the amount of players, game mode, and because of like the amount of time it can last. And like if it's an easy one to win, if it goes pretty fast, if it goes pretty slow, kind of for the game mode in general. So it's hard to predict an exact amount. probably no more than a couple 100,000 for like an hour or whatever, so nothing super serious. First map is definitely the best one because it goes on the airstrip for the one heist setup from the 2015 like heist during the Human Lab raid. That's a pretty fun location there. All the other ones are just typical exterior maps though. Okay, one is in the Bolingbrook Penitentiary, but in the there's other ones, there's other stuff that can go there too. Yeah, I really feel the only unique one here is definitely the Pacific Ocean one here with the aircraft carrier from the heist setup. It's very damn fucking cool as hell. So easily the first map is best, kind of. Yeah, definitely not getting anything super serious here. So unless you want to play a very limited time mode before it gets vaulted again in the month of June. Month of June, I guarantee they take it out again. Month of June, I guarantee they take that shit out again. Because they vault game modes and shit in this game. After the last couple fucking years. You only play if you want to play limited time mode, otherwise not worth. Only real advantage is you can do any time you want on like the free mode events and challenges. Free mode events and challenges, they pop up whenever they want to pop up in free mode if you have the player requirements and stuff. Like I kind of mentioned. Oh, and I didn't mention my criminal damage strategy earlier. Sorry about that. I think it was kind of pretty obvious though, but
Take as long as you like.
you want a vehicle with like an explosive cannon, a crazy explosive cannon, like a Hydro Laser Savage. You pretty much want to use that and then just blow up everything. And basically just blow up everything at the military base. That's the strategy basically for criminal damage, why it's easily the best free mode event. Didn't really explain that part earlier. Because again, this is take fucking 2. Because my first stream fucking malfunctioned. And poofed out of existence somehow. I mentioned the free mode challenge stuff though, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, Hunt the Beast is definitely one of the better ones. I don't think it needs too much explaining.
Take your time.
You can still lock on the vehicle since the Beast is in, I believe, for Hunt the Beast. So that's the easy way for like the opposing players to win if they home into a vehicle if the Beast is in a vehicle. There's like the laser cannons and shit, of course, for that too, kind of, because the Beast will have more health than the usual player. And then yeah, the Beast. Beast gets 10 seconds added, like, visibility, I think, per checkpoint, and there's like 10 of them or something, that whole, like, thing lasts like 30 minutes or some shit. It's probably pretty balanced, kind of, in a sense, from what I last remember playing of it. Just not many times I really got to beat the Beast, though, so I can't really say too much about it now, unfortunately. If I ever even got the chance to beat the Beast, since free mode events, of course, are random as all shit.
Imported.
And you need at least 6 more players participating, so I don't know a lot of chance of actually getting the Beast is 1 to none, unless it's 1 to none for one particular player most fucking times. But still one of the better options, I think, for sure, though. Going back to some more free mode event and challenge talk I was for the last couple minutes here, yes. Extending on stuff I forgot to mention earlier. Especially with criminal damage, I didn't mention the strategy, I believe. I just said it was basically the best free mode event. But now I should be clear why now. Because military-based vehicles do not despawn during criminal damage. other vehicles that around the map probably do despawn, I think, just not the ones at the military
If you
base,
can't find
possibly.
your size, we'll order
For
it.
some reason, CF-14 is easily the best location for critical damage with a savage Hydra laser with like crazy explosive cannons, basically. Usually. I believe that's probably it for money opportunities at this point. Probably just a couple discounts left. Oh, and yeah, I mentioned last time, but I also kind of forgot something else with the Freeman events and
You won't
challenges.
find those anywhere else.
Currently on the GT Plus subscription, there is an offer 3 times on that. If I remember right from other things that happen on the subscription, they stack, so times 3 times 2 might be times 6, which would be pretty fucking insane. Might be the most you can make from criminal damage ever in the history of this game. If you stack it 2 times and you're on 19 with that subscription, which is 99% on offer kind of right now. Of course, it's a random chance thing, so it's not really a reason to get it regardless, even at $1 fucking dollar. Not gonna fucking lie. But yeah, 6 times of I think 35,000 at most would be the offer there if you get like times 2 from the event right now and times 3 from that subscription. Currently, I think times 3 is like 110,000 or like 105, 110,000. So you could probably make like 200,000-ish. Could probably make a couple 100,000 actually on a fucking criminal damage in that case if it does stack like that. It's either a times 5 or a times 6, certainly. One of the two. It's either additive or maybe more like multiplicative. It's one of the two. Yeah, probably a good like 100,000-ish or like early 200,000-ish for sure if you stack times 2 and times 3 of the subscription. Times 2 event, times 3 of subscription. Definitely, yes, I think so.
I can tell you have good taste.
And yeah, last but not least, 2 more vehicle discounts. One's not really super impressive, one's going to be pretty nice. Start with the unimpressive one, just because it's enlisted first on the discount section. For previous discounts, reminder, it was a cyclone and then on the supplies for the acid lab, that was pretty much it. Besides for the other 2 I gotta mention. Oh, and then of course there's the weapon discounts already mentioned as well, the railgun and service carbine.
That's from our exclusive.
Yes, the Grady Stinger. Pretty random discount if you want to be fucking honest, but it's from day 1 of GTA Online. I actually do not think this one's in the story mode. Weirdly enough, it's actually not in the story mode. It's one of his like day 1 on vehicles that was not in story mode, apparently. But yeah, it's a sport classic vehicle. Not really going to be that great. When you can win this Winger as like a free vehicle for like the prize ride right now, which is going to be clearly better and being a newer one and shit. We had a regular Stinger going off a roughly 1322 spreadsheet and racing YouTuber. It is at the very bottom of E tier, which gives it shit lap time at 27th place. Top speed's not too much better at 23rd place.
You should try
So just don't get it, and would honestly probably say I would not really get this one, really. I would totally not really get this one, to be honest. Not even 300,000 savings, because it's not that overly expensive anyways. 30% off is not going to be that much more. one's very nice. Kind of already mentioned this one actually too. It's in the featured section because it's a very new one for San Andreas, and that's Class A Figure ZX. So that being $1,947,000, it's $1,360,900.
We have that in multiple colors.
So you get almost 600,000 savings there, which is nice. No trade price or anything, so I think that's the price you get no matter what. I already mentioned the HSW one. It's basically the number one top speed of the entire game if you were on 9th gen with the HSW upgrade. It's even the number one lap time for the muscle car class in particular. But yes, HSW upgrade, number one lap time and number one top speed for muscle car class. It's even the number one top speed of his entire game from what I've heard, which is very damn crazy. Even with the drug war update, I believe as well. Since Criminal Enterprise had more impressive HSW vehicles than the latest drug war update, essentially. For those wondering about the regular Vigor ZX for performance on 8th gen, which I did not mention yet, it's at the very bottom of A tier. Not S tier, but very bottom of A tier, which is very damn respectable still. 5th place lap time on 9th gen. 8th place top speed on 9th gen. There's 2 HSW muscle cars, but only one actually has a very good lap time. The other one's actually worse lap time than the regular Vigor ZX. So on 8th gen, that lap time becomes 4th place. Lap time becomes 4th instead of 5th or 8th gen. For a regular model here, not the HSW. And 8th place top speed would be 6th place top speed on 8th gen. Since you don't have 2 HSW muscle cars for crazy top speeds. So no matter the platform, you're basically top 5 lap time, top 10 top speed on regular model. HSW number 1 and number 1. Lap time top speed muscle car class. Number 1 general top speed, very crazy. And that is finally be it. Fuck Sony streaming. Fuck Sony streaming. On the PS5, it fucking shot itself, it malfunctioned and shit. I'm not giving a better send off there, that's why I'm gonna be it for the stream. I hope you fucking enjoyed. Fuck you, Sony, Rockstar, and everything.